For the New Orleans Saints from 1975 through 1980, played in 62 games and led the Saints in rushing his rookie season. Rushed for 1,902 yards, 14 touchdowns, caught 57 passes as well. Saints, of course, are now 9-2, leading the NFC South, second in the NFC overall, and played Atlanta Thursday night in a big Thanksgiving night contest and a rematch game at that. Please give a One Quarterback Club welcome to former Saint, the Hound, Mike Strachan. Mike?
Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to say congratulations to the high school coaches, and I hope you succeed. I hope you get there. Unfortunately, when I was in high school, we never got there. We never got even close. But it's good to see your teams in this position. Also, I wanted to say I'm glad that I'm here this week on a good note. We played Carolina this week, and we got bounced, and I was telling my wife, I said, I sure hate to go into this luncheon with a loss, It seems like when the Saints win, it makes everybody feel much better. The week is different in New Orleans when we win as opposed to when we lose. And so I just want to make sure that we had a win. It was kind of hard to watch in the end, but I don't really watch all the game, but I always go back and forth. My nerves are kind of bad because I want so much for the Saints to do it. We got Atlanta this week, and got a lot of history with Atlanta. They beat us, and everybody's saying, well, we should have beat them. Everybody's saying, look at the records, and all that kind of, stuff. But that rivalry go back, way back. And Atlanta, it doesn't mean anything what the records are, And I don't even understand, I don't think everybody understands, even the players today, what that rivalry is, This is Atlanta, and, it don't mean nothing what the records are. And I was telling everybody, the press and everybody's telling these players how great they are, and sometimes you get a little complacent. I know Coach Payton, he tried to stop that from happening, try to keep that from happening, You have to play each team each week, you can't look forward, you can't look at a record, so Atlanta, it just scares me every time we play them. I think we got them this weekend, I've been around this Atlanta situation for so long, and I love people in Atlanta, I love the city, but I hate the football team. I hate to see them win, And I went to the Super Bowl that year that they played New England, and I'm not crazy about New England either, but I wanted them to beat Atlanta. Tom, take care of them. So I was in Houston, and I was living in Galveston, so the game, halftime, the game was, looked like Atlanta had won, So I took off and was heading back to Galveston, and when I heard New England coming back, by the time I got to my hotel room, they had lost the game, and I laughed so hard. Atlanta, you deserve that. You cost me so much money. And so guess what? Last year, Atlanta was laughing at us because we were supposed to go down there and play in the Super Bowl in Atlanta. So Atlanta, I know the people in Atlanta, they were so glad that we didn't make it down to Atlanta. I had everything ready to go, and what happened at the game, So we didn't go, but guarantee you the mayor of Atlanta got on TV, and tried to be cordial, but I know they felt good that the Saints wasn't coming to the town to win Super Bowl in Atlanta. So, but just getting back to Atlanta, reason I can't take Atlanta, because Atlanta cost me some money when I played. I played 75 to 80. And I think in 1978, 79, we were 8-8. And we were supposed to, one more game, we would have went to the playoff for the first time in the history, of the Saints. And I think it happened twice that year. I can't remember, but I know one game, I remember this precisely, one game. And now they call it a Hail Mary pass, you know, the last play of the game. I mean, you know, when you throw the ball. You know, they had a name for it. I don't know if y'all remember that name. Big Ben. You know, so Big Ben. So we out on the field. We got the game won, you know. So, you know, I had a little incentive in my contract. We didn't make a lot of money, but I had $10,000 on that game. We won one more game, you know. So, I mean, we feeling good. We got the game in the bag. Atlanta come out with these three receivers on one side. Nobody never saw that before. I mean, you know, they usually have one receiver or one receiver on the other side, tight end, you know, maybe, you know, back in the backfield might go out. But we never saw that. Three players on one side, you know, so, you know, we got the game won, you know, so I'm looking at my $10,000 and feeling good. Plus, we would have made it to the playoffs, which would have been another, you know, some more money because you make it to the playoffs, you get a little extra money. And these three receivers on one side just went down, and I mean, you know, we scrambling on defense. We, you know, we didn't know, you know, what was up, you know, but, you know, you try to do the best you can, you know, with a new situation, you know, you're supposed to, you know, think on the move. But for whatever reason, they threw that ball out there, and some kind of way that ball got tipped and went into the hands of an Atlanta player. And I just dropped. I mean, everybody was just devastated, you know. And I told everybody, I just saw my $10,000 just flying out the window. I said, man, you know, so like I say, so it always been like that. They got us again with something like that. But, you know, Atlanta, in a sense, has always been like that. So, you know, I never want Atlanta to win a game, you know, it's up to me. But, you know, I've gone to some games in Atlanta after that. They came here a couple of times, and I just remember it's bad when you lose a game to your rival at home. And I wasn't at this game, but I could imagine how Atlanta acted, you know, because I came to one game, I went to one game here, and Atlanta won, and I mean, they just clowned all the way out of that stadium, you know, and I couldn't do nothing but just, you know, shake my head and, you know, say, you know, it is what it is, and I mean, they just acted up. But by the same token, a few years ago, they had a bus ride, you know, I mean, years ago, it was a few years ago when I used to go, and I went to Atlanta, and we won, and we beat them so bad. I mean, by the end of the game, there wasn't nobody in there but the Saints fans, you know, and we just partied, and we just had a good time. We was, you know, singing and dancing, and, you know, most of their players, I mean, fans had left, and, you know, we just walked out the stadium, just, you know, do a party, you know. I mean, I don't know if any of you go to that game or not, but I mean, that's how it was then, you know. So, you know, so it's back and forth, and, you know, like I say, that rivalry. I mean, Thursday night, I feel good about it, you know. I feel good about us winning this game, but like I said, people, the players now, you know, they know that's a rivalry. You know, they know Atlanta is one of the teams, the rivalry, but a lot of them really don't know how deep that rivalry is, you know, back from the days from the late 70s, you know, when Archie was there, and, you know, it was deep. I remember in the beginning, back when I played, they had the 4 teams, San Francisco, Los Angeles, the Saints, and Atlanta, you know. So San Francisco and Los Angeles left, but Atlanta's still there, so that stayed there, you know. So, of course, we had San Francisco and Los Angeles in our division, so, you know, it was kind of hard to win back in those days. I mean, you know, all I had to do was say one name, Montana, and, you know why. So, I mean, and they had a few more, but, you know, it's just that, you know, these rivalries in football, you know, they are something, and I just say, you know, I think we're going to be all right, and I don't feel bad for Atlanta. I don't care if they don't win another game this year. But anyway, just want you to touch bases on that. And if you have any questions, okay.
I share your same sentiment with Atlanta. In 1979, I was there. I was dating my wife. And it was the Big Ben game. And we wanted to leave. About 20 seconds left. They had the ball deep in their territory, like you said.
You're right.
By the time I got out the door, this guy's cursing, what happened? And he told me, It was Alfred Jenkins that caught the tip ball.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I started screaming at the wall, anything. And like you saw your 10,000 go away, my fiance almost walked away. But I still have. But then, if I remember right, then they had the Ertsleben game. It was the first game we could see that was at home due to the, it was a sellout.
The blackout, right.
And it was lifted. That was the first game. It went in overtime. And that's the one when Ertsleben threw the ball in the air. It was a muffed snap on the punt.
Right.
That's Atlanta. And the last one, and it's nightmares. And I'm glad to see it's not just me. I'm going to Tulane Stadium, 15, 16-year-old boy, and we're playing Atlanta, and we're losing 20-0 at halftime. And I'm saying, 3 touchdowns and we got it. Well, it was 62-7, and it was miserable. And I could understand your misery. I could feel for you, but we'll get them Thursday.
Oh yeah, we got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, Mike, go back, and you had a great, illustrious NFL career, especially here in New Orleans, but with these high school coaches, if you could just say when you were in high school, what was it like? I mean, did you ever foresee you being in the NFL, where you came from way back when? I'm about your age. And how were you recruited, and by whom? And when you were recruited, what did you like and what did you not like? And I know the Tulane coach is going to listen to that real good.
Well, a lot of players, they all want to go to the top of the mountain, So when I was in high school, and everybody might have thought the same way, I say I'm gonna be an NFL player one day, So, you only got a certain percentage of high schoolers that's gone to college and be great in college. And so you have that ambition to go to the next level. And when you're in college, everybody, who really love the game, they dream about going to that next level, being a pro. So, it's only a very small percentage of the ones that feel that way make it, So, you have that perspective of going, and it's more than just having, the talent. I mean, you got to have the smarts enough to stay in school, get your grades and all that, and that's kind of what I tell the kids. I don't care how great you are, because I've seen some of the greatest athletes in the world that never got a chance to prove themselves because they couldn't go to the next level. They couldn't go to college and take authority and get the grades. So, so you have to have all those combinations in order to go. So, like I say, we all have ambition to, to go to that top level. And I used to think that, you wanted your degree. My mom was an educator, so she wanted me to have a degree. But in my mind, because everybody thinks they're the greatest in the world, at least that was you're supposed to think, And I say, I'm going to the next level. What you going to college for? I go to college so I can go to the next level. And a lot of players think that way, but it's a very small percentage that actually go on to that next level, and you got to have that ambition. A lot of people don't understand that every professional player out there just about was a superstar in college. Every successful college player basically was a superstar in high school. So you got a superstar. So when you get to the pro level, and I learned that the hard way, everybody you playing just like you playing All-American on the other side. Everybody that you play against is All-American. The elite of the elite, no matter what round you got drafted in. When you get to the level of a professional football player, you playing a team of All-Americans. So just imagine, in high school, even in college, you got a team, you might have 2, 3 All-Americans on that side, maybe, 1. But when you get to that level of pro, everyone out there is an All-American. So that's, the game is so much faster. I thought I was so great till I got into the pros in the first game. I'll never forget this. We played Houston, very first game in the Superdome. I was in that game. I was a rookie. And, I was on the kickoff team because I was a rookie. And we kicked off to this player called Billy White Shoes Johnson for Houston. And, you know, and I was on the kickoff team. I had containment. I'm sitting on the outside looking in the crowd, you know what I mean? I'm here at the Superdome, first game ever. Clean and everything. So Billy White Shoes came up in the middle. I had containment, so I tried to fall back and hit him. I lost containment. Billy White Shoes ran outside and scored on the touchdown. Very first play in the Superdome, scored a touchdown. And I mean, I thought I was fast. I thought I was this, and he ran by me like I was standing still. And then I said to myself, welcome to the NFL, bro. And he went into that end zone and doing his little dance. He the first one to start dancing. And I tell everybody this story, and I'll never forget that. When I saw Billy, I say, man, you indoctrinated me into the NFL, man. So, like I say, so, you know, it's not a whole lot gonna make it. So, you know, you just gotta have something to fall back on. You know, these students, you know, get your grades, you know, and get to that next level. You're not gonna make it, but if you don't make it, have something to fall back on. That's what I tell them.